welcome back to Nails of Interest. If it's your first time, welcome. Please hit subscribe. You can always use another subscriber. This is a part 2 on the Shemodern nail foils. I first applied, if you need to see how I applied those, check out that info card up there. These are the new water slides I applied. This is a traditional nail foil applied with glue. If you've seen that, you'll know. This is going to be mostly about using the Shemodern dry coloring binding magic powder. You can get this in a set with other colors. They come in sets of 3s. There is a great sale on right now. I'll put the information at the end of this video. I forgot to on the last. I decided to make it a part 2. This is what the results that you get. I had filmed this, but somebody erased my SD card. Shame. So if you film, keep people away from your cards. This is after a week. Yes, after a week. This is the one that I kept sliding off. It's looking good after a week. I'll post pics on Instagram. I applied one more decal, so I'll show you how I did that. Again, you can use this stuff with any of their powders, any of their glitters. I'm so amazed. I'm going to do this unedited again, just to let you see this is really cool stuff. First, I'm also going to show how I personally apply my bling because it's using the same tool. Never Naked Nails, you asked me. I do use the Petite Macaroon. I believe it's El Contour et Couture. I'll give you a link later. This is what I'm mixing it with. And this side is heavenly for picking up that bling. Just to tell you, it's heavenly. For those wanting to know how to do bling very, very well, I don't want to touch my container. You just grab any hard gel, any builder in a bottle gel. I'm using the one from Cheryl Moore for my nail haul video. What I do to apply bling is just apply a little bit in the middle. Slide your goodies over. Never Naked Nails, look how easy that picks up. You put it on, cure it, then apply a gel top coat, a regular top coat. It will stay on there so awesomely. We'll give that a little nuke while we get into the powders. I had a few questions about the tools, the way I like to apply bling. It will stay on until you want it to go off. These are just cheap little Beauty Big Bang or Wish. I'm not even sure where I got these. But if you were using swatch, I can't say it. If you were using real crystals, it won't come off. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just that cheapo stuff. We're on a budget here at Nails of Interest. So you can use the magic with any of their powders, even their glow powders. Yes, I have those. You've seen me play with those. I'm going to use the orange neon and the yellow neon. These are sparkling. They're so pretty in person. It's just, it doesn't even come over in the photographs as much. I'll consider this a powder glitter almost. You use the magic bonding. And let's get into just how you make these pretty. You can also use it with their glitters. I'll save my mani for last so I have a free hand. So you just tap on your powders or glitters or whatever you want to bind. It takes these, makes them into a paste that you can color with. You can do it right over top of the Shemodern decals, whether they're foils or water slides. I'm going to need a little bit of this. Again, just go like this if it taps up. High humidity where I'm at, so I didn't have them covered. Pay no attention to these nails. Well, while I'm here, I'll just show you. These nails are very odd. For those of you that are new here, they will not stick to hard gel. They will not stick gel polish. Nothing sticks. I've had a professional try to do it recently. It did not work. But dipping powders that I have done a quick little video on. I have a my applying it video. Look how much growth out since I've been using dipping powders to protect it. I don't have any on this nail right now. This is all damaged from improper use and my weird genetics that nothing sticks. Even if I don't use these nails for anything, nothing sticks. But that dip powder, the Models 1, sticks. I'm experimenting with that a lot. So I put a clear coat on sometimes and put polish on. But as you know, my pets, some of you know, do not like color. So I'm currently in the regrowth stage. I need to put some more dip powder on that. Okay, back to today's little tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to do both. Some of you may have already seen my pics on Instagram. I did do this my first time. My advice is very, very, very little water. That's why it comes with a little tip for the bottle. Very, very little water. I've used these a ton. You've seen me do full manis. If you haven't, check those videos out. There's usually an info card at the end of all my videos showing I've used these on tons of manis. You can't even tell how much I've used. So surprising. They're a little bit costly, I admit, to get into it the very first time, but they're gonna last you forever. I've had these since February at least. This one I've used a ton. There's nothing gone out of there hardly. There's a little bit of room, hard to show. I'll get 100 more uses out of that. I'm going to go ahead and just put some glue down. Only got this tiny little area. Still learning the mixing ratios, but so far it's use the most of what you want to color. I'm going to do quite a few with this, so I put a lot down. Use the most of your colors. Just a tiny amount of water. You can dry it up if you've put too much, but I'll give you a little trick that I've been doing. Did once, been doing, whatever. I'm sorry. I'll show you a little trick that I did last time when I was discovering how to use it. It's quite easy. These are so lovely. It's so magical. It's so hard to explain, so we'll just get right into it. Okay, this is the magic binding powder. It comes in, first I'll show you the difference in these three. Versus the powder, versus the glitter. This is the glitter bottle, this is the powder bottle, and this is this bottle. Each one goes down in size because you don't need as much. This is, even though it's very fine, this is even finer. It's actual powder, so you don't need as much. It collects in the bottle. You know how condensation. You know how stuff settles. This stuff is packed in there. I've played around with it a lot. I don't even show. Sorry about the tapping. I'm gonna quit that. And you need very little of this, so it comes in an even smaller bottle. The lids are shaped accordingly. So to remember this one, you just pinch to pull it up if you have it in a drawer. Very convenient. I like the subtle touches that Shemodern puts to their products. To use this, you put a little bit right next to what you want. If you use too much water, you're going to end up needing more powder or waiting till it dries up. I'm sorry you didn't see me goof last time. Maybe I'll do it again for your pleasure. Who knows? Say it comes with a bottle. Sorry, I didn't have that ready. Comes with a bottle. It's got the safety lock on it. As always, try to label if you're using anything but water. It comes with a nozzle on any pack that comes with the powder so that you can use less. You don't just drop it out of, say, this big old hole. I used this the first time. Let's see if I'm good at it again. Also, be careful that you don't get stuff in there. Just clean, whoops, that's smart of me. Just clean it out or run it under a nozzle of your faucet. It'll clean right up. I just didn't feel like editing it out. So let's do my attempt. Let's do, well, we don't do my nail. Yeah, let's do my nail first. Show you how I got this cool little, I used glitter and I used powder. So let's do the glitter first. I put it to the side just because I'm a little heavy-handed. I did a good drop that time. Let me try it right on top. I see I got a little bit too much, so if you suck the if you put the drop down, let's see, like this, and you suck it back up like that, you'll get powders in your bottle. So you just squeeze it out and wipe it off. No big deal. This is just nail arts. We're having fun here. So I put it to the side. That's just how I like to do it, because I'm a little heavy-handed with things. It just makes, oops. Okay, I'm going to wipe that up before I get any more into my powder. Just wipe up it, paper towel from the store. See, this is too much, but oh, the magicalness of that mess. That's too much, but you can apply it. It will be rather transparent if you're using a powder, but I'm not wanting that today. Today I'm actually going for a more deeper look. Let me try to suck it up. So there's a trick. You can suck some of your water right back up. Try to mix it again. Use a little more powder. Again, this is only my second time using it. I used it the other day. Somebody erased my SD card on me. I personally find using the dotting tool is easier for me. You can use a brush, whatever you like to color with. I'm just not very good at holding my hand steady. So with these, the magic is it turns it into a paste, like a thicky little paste. This will dry up and it'll be all adhered to your mani. You can, while it's still wet, you can slide it around to get it off of your decal. If you're using it over a decal, you can use it straight on your nail if you wanted to, but this is intended to be for coloring in. As those watching me know, I am not the one to color in very precisely. So I'm just cleaning off my tool, going right in the middle, getting rid of it. It will not come off and back into the powder state. When I filmed it the first time, I put it on my nails, and I'll do it this time to show you. It's magic. That's all I can describe it as. It's pure magic. And I'm just doing this roughly just to give you an idea. As this mani is over a week old, I never keep anything on hardly for over a week. You can fill in the outlines, and I'll show you how to fill in. You can also color right over top of the sticker colors. It looks gorgeous over the hollow. Very gorgeous. Just using my little thing as a block. Okay, let's try to mix. Oops. Clean off the tool that you're using to mix. I'm going to try to mix my powder in first. Still, I'm in the experimental stage, the learning stage on this. I never claimed to be a pro. I just love nails and love sharing with you guys now. I do a lot that I don't even share, and I need to start filming it. Again, just a tiniest drop. And don't suck it back into the bottle. That's probably right. I got perfect drops last time. As soon as I stopped filming, just pull it over and mix it in. If you have leftover, I think you could store it. Just don't store it if it's mixed with water. It'll be dried up. Yep. That was probably the perfect amount. Don't pull in extra powder if you have it already into a nice paste and it's as thick as you want it. Remember, the powder is the original powder. The pigment powder is what colors it. The binding powder is what makes it thick. It's actually standing up on my plate here as I'm playing. Oops, I forgot one hole, but that's okay. And just dot it in. It's that easy. Once you get the water ratio right, it's very easy to figure out. I'll post pictures on Instagram so that you can see. Maybe I'll try to put them at the end. Just wipe it off with a cloth. Maybe put some in some water. Get rid of this. Okay, onto this. This is cool. I did this earlier. I'll put my original pics on Instagram for you to see that it went over very easily. Over the black, you don't really see it. It's just like magic. I don't know how to describe this, everybody. I really can't. You've got to experience this for yourself to believe it. If you're here in April of 2018, or I'm sorry, May 2nd, 2018, there is a sale going on. You don't stop watching, Joe, just to go over to their sale. I'll put the info up at the end of the video, I promise. But you can purchase any of these items, other than the bling, at shemodern.com, or tools. You can purchase any of these items I'm using here at www.shemodern.com. I love the company, I love the products. I haven't found a, don't talk too much onto your product and blow it around. Again, I'm mixing the magic. This will reconstitute into the magic powder. I just have to add more water to it. Sorry for the sniffles, allergy season. Okay, let's go for, so many bottles over here. Go for the water drop again. Again, just a tiny amount. When you're starting, I would do it to the side until you're used to it. That's already dry on the nail. You can go ahead and top coat that. It'll work fine. Remember, with any of their products, with these true foils, if you're using regular polish over it, put a water-based top coat or a layer of or Peelies, something water-based. I have a friend that her stamping water-based, didn't put the water in there, worked perfect too. So letting you know, it seems that any water-based product will protect the foils from bleeding. You don't have to do that over these powders, it's just the foils. Actually, I only use gel, so I don't really experience it. With gels, you don't experience it at all. I actually don't have enough water for the first time. Again, last time I was really heavy-handed with the water. Trust me, this is a lot easier if you're not filming it, doing it right on your own hands. You can get some great color blends. It's really hard to describe what this is. It feels like you're painting with powder, but it's wet. To me, it reminds me of when I used to play with, yes, I used to play with it, mercury. Maybe that's why I've got brain fog all the time. I don't know. That stuff's poisonous. Do not play with it. But yeah, I used to get in my dad's stuff and play with his mercury switches, break it open and get them out. I'm sure he found out after he changed the carpet out in my bedroom after I moved out. There's mercury all in my carpet. Luckily, he did change it out before the new baby was born. Otherwise, I would have told him. I forgot about it though, honestly. Okay, look how magical that is. That's just magic. You let it dry. You can blend them in a little bit too. They blend in so easy. Look, I just touch a little bit into the other space. It blends in so pretty. Okay, going back here. If it's still wet, you can use it. It's still wet. Now this one I didn't get the decal on right, but that's fine. It's just the purposes of showing you how to apply it. I mean, to me it looks dry when I'm looking at it, but touch it, it's wet. I can't even say it's a paste, honestly. I don't know what it is. Put some over that and make it a little prettier. Cover up my boo-boos. You can make it thick and raised if you want. You can make it thin. I like that you get to mix it your own. That way you can make it however you personally want to choose. They're great about that. I mean, my red one, I'll do the glitters raised up so you can see it, perhaps. You'll see it in my Instagram post. Not even sure if I posted that yet. Again, these powders are so fine. When I talk, I'm really close to them and they move. The part that's not mixed with water. It's very very fun. I have to say that it's fun. I can't describe the feeling what this is. Sorry if you heard that little bird flight above me. I have a little bit that's not dry there. When it dries off, I'll just blow it off. Even before top coat, it's so cute. I like that. Now you can go ahead and add more Shemodern touches to it. Put some glitter stripes on here, what have you. Just make sure that you let the powder, the magic powder, dry on the nail so it adheres. When I'm not on screen, I'm wiping on the end of my tool off. Especially if mixing from a dark color to a light color, you'd really want to mix that tool or wipe that tool off. Okay, for glitters, I'm mixing in the magic. I'm feeling I don't have enough magic, but we'll see. Again, you're just sitting here learning with me. Put the drop of water down. Don't suck it back up. You could, if that's the only color you're using, go ahead and suck it back up if you got too much down. Okay. My suggestion is to dry up the excess. If you feel you're getting too much, just dry it up. I learned in my first video. I cut the first one short because it was getting way too long. It's not a paste, so adding a little more magic powder. And this stuff is, oops, that's a little bit too much. It wasn't needed, but this is an experimentation here. Really, I'm over mixing really, but I want to show you some cool stuff with that too. Again, this is over black, so it's a little hard to see in person, but you'll see it on my Instagram pics. I'll try to get it up close. You can make it raised, you can make it flat, you can make it thicker, thinner, lighter. I didn't even redo the decal there. I could do that still. I forgot to wipe it with acetone. So I noticed my footage disappeared off the card. And I hadn't uploaded it to my PC yet. I had deleted, what happened was I deleted it. I clipped it short because it was running too long. I deleted it. Started the upload process, or format process, upload process. And lo and behold, it wasn't even on the SD card. Disappeared off my hard drive, disappeared off the computer. So if you're filming stuff of any sort and you're wanting to share it, back it up until it's shared someplace securely. Even had a friend of mine upload to YouTube. There was an error somehow. Luckily, she had it already in the, still on her phone. She uploads straight from her phone. She saved it, didn't delete it like normally, was able to just re-upload the footage. So if you're new to uploading, sharing, save that footage. Don't let somebody not in the know get a hold of your cards or your phones or what have you. They know now. See, even with my shaky hand, it's coloring in so pretty. I love this. This is really just to tell you how to do it, how I do it. So many ways. I'm sure everybody's going to have their own little tips and tricks. Now, Shemodern did send me this magic powder. I'm letting you know right up front. But I am loving it. I've already taken advantage of the sale to buy some more supplies. Okay, I'll try to change it up a little bit. But you know, some of you know I love sparkly stuff. Well, there's a little water right there. I just used that water. Don't worry, I'm going to save that glitter. It's not going to waste. If it doesn't have anything else in it, I will save it. Okay, this gal's on a budget here. Channel's not even monetized. But I am forthright with you guys. I was sent the powders to try. I got a set of 3, 1 magic powder and 2 other powders of my choice. But this is my honest 100% truth. Now see, it's not wet enough. Now that is a truth, not wet, first time experience. I'm trying not to get too heavy handed with the water, waste on my pretty powder. I'm acting like this stuff is real gold here, but hey, when you're on a budget, you're on a budget. See, that's too much. Just gonna put some more gold in here. Now, I'm being honest, it does take a couple tries to get the right consistency. As you're seeing here, I'm not editing this, I'm not clipping it. You're getting the real experience. I'm sorry that you missed my nails the very first time. But this stuff is amazing. It looks amazing mixing while you're mixing it. Again, I just dot it on. I can't do this without a little stand here. Let me just zoom in. There you go. You guys can see better now. Get some on my dotting tool. Now this is all user error here. Sorry. I don't have enough to pick it up with the dotting tool. Okay, just mix some more. Ooh. Just use everything sparingly. That's way too much water per magic powder, per color. Last time, of course, I did it with a brush. Had trouble now doing the dotted tool. Okay. And I'm having trouble picking it up. See, nothing's on here. I just don't have enough stuff. I added water, forgot to add magic powder. It's like liquid gold. It's blinding me. It's so pretty. This is the hollow glow, by the way. Hollow gold, by the way. You can't really see it because it's over black. Oh, wow. There we go. Don't be afraid to use more. I was afraid of going out of the lines, but I forgot it's a circle. Water tension will hold it in there. That is so cute. Oops. That's so cute. Again, I didn't let the I didn't clean up my water decal. Let's clean up the water decal real quick. If you watched my earlier video today, wrong tool. You know that acetone, and watch it up close. Acetone will just eat away at the excess decal backing, blending it right into your nail. It doesn't affect the foil at all. Just try not to get onto the wet powder because I don't want to disturb it. Haven't tested it on the wet powder, or the dry powder, the acetone that is. See, the edges clean up, even after you've applied it. Look at that. Let me top coat this and I'll be right back. So I guess I'll just show you top coating. This one should be dry. Just apply your top coat to the side. If there is any loose like that, it will get over. I advise you to wipe it off first. Let's wipe this side off. I decided why not show you how to top coat it. Just make sure that your loose powders are taken up, else it will smear. Use any gel top coat right over the foils. Again, if you're using non-gel, regular polish, they do suggest that you use that you use a water-based top coat, or any product that's water-based, like your UNT. You use, I like that effect. Oh. I didn't let, if you have loose glitters you didn't wipe up, like I told you to wipe up, they will be on your brush. They will disperse on your nail, but I actually like that. Look at, put a little bit of red into the other areas. That actually is a really cool effect. Should have actually planned on that. Let me cure those real quick. Covering up my brush. Use your favorite top coat that shows up your hollows real well. And we will do some, remember this? We'll do some straight over top of the regular foils. This isn't the water decal, this is the regular foils. Water decals and regular foils all come in any design, any color. We'll just put some right over top to show you how that shows up. Picking out my color since I put that dot on there at the last second. Let's go with yellow. It's a team color, I know. Let's test if we can use what's already down here. Rehydrate it. Just, whoa, a lot of water. Just mixing a little bit of it. Not mixing it all. I'm gonna test something else out. Thank you, lamp, for turning off. It's right at my eye level. Okay, let's test something out. Just dry some up in your lint-free wipe. You know what? I wonder. Okay, it doesn't apply that way. Of course, you're not supposed to do that. I will use a brush for this just because I want a little bit more coverage. And it is a powder. And you go right over top. I'm doing a more subtle effect, even though this is a neon. Remember, this is a neon, this is not the regular pearl powder I'm using. This is not the normal way to do this. I figured I'd test something else out. It does show up brilliantly over the hollow when you use it properly. I'm just trying to see something else real quick. For those of you that have trouble painting like moi, you can go back in and clean it up in the middle, like so, before it dries. So this was even my mistake before I started putting tails down of applying the bubbles standing up. Let's see. I've gotten actually too thick. it's working, so let's just keep continuing. This is rather too thick. I did it so perfect the first time. I did use a brush. My brush is at. Just testing out what happens if we do it too thick. Because that's the only way that we learn. You can color right over the whole design. I'll put that dot in the center. Got quite a few nail arts I'm working on for you guys. Testing out what I want to wear. So I've been busy, busy, busy. Of course I filmed it. Okay, that's a cool look too. You can, without waiting for it to dry, just tapping it a little bit. I like that look too, quite honest. It's not the intended way to use it, but it's a nail art product. You use it however you want to use it. I like that. It's kind of cool. It's just a old nail stick I had sitting around. It's fun to play on. I saved my review sticks. It was sitting in my drawer for a while. I shouldn't have wiped it off so much here. I want a little bit more. This is just a test before I wear it. Show you guys how it actually applies. You can add more, you can add less. You can remove it from the middle. Swipe off your brush or stick and just pull it out from the middle. Wipe it off where you don't want it. As long as you haven't top coated it, you're not committed to anything. That's cute. Okay, done testing the magic powder. I'm going to reapply. This is using the hard gel from Cheryl Moore at Glitters and More. She has a little business. If you see my nail mail video, you'll see. This is how I adhere the dots. Somebody asked me how I adhere gems and how they stay on very well. Just use a little bit of this stuff. That's actually too much, but don't cure it on your stick. Just showing you how it picks up with this tool. Somebody asked me which tools they used. I do like this tool. It's not a cheap tool. I've tried a few cheap ones. Yeah, cure that, of course, because it's a gel. Don't cure your pot. Nuke that real quick. Now my fingers are a little sticky because I got the gel on the pot. These are my two finished designs. Hands got dirty from the hard gel. Oops. My finished fade, my two solids, my glitters. I forgot to put something in the middle, but that's okay. My glitters. I'll have pictures up on Instagram on my very first one. Forgot to turn my nail up to make sure that this is dry. I should do my crazy stuff. To make sure that sticks, that little gem in the center, to make sure it sticks, you top coat everything in first, of course, and just go right over the gem. If this is a real gem, you'd want to put a a little extra around it, just like so. After it's cured this way, you can add more Shemodern pigments, glitters, what have you, right onto the sticky if you were using the base coat. But that was just to show you how the pigments work over the full foils. Gotta say, I like that too. And a little tutorial on how to get those gemstones to stick properly. Cure it for 60 seconds to make sure. These are my 3 finished designs. I forgot how far focused in I am. 3 finished designs. Unedited, real time, real quick. I hope you liked it. I hope you stop by Shemodern.com. I'll put the sale info up right after this. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you subscribe and come back again. I've got a Shemodern giveaway coming up very soon. You'll win one of these foil sheets, the regular foil decals or the water slides. So stay tuned for that information. Bye-bye and have a great day. Hope to see you here next time.